Every day I learn something new right here on Morning Vibes. Okay, now we're going to take a short break just to talk about something fantastic that's happening on KTN. And I've got a very special guest to join me here in studio, Nick.
Yeah.
Wagwan.
I am super excited to be here. First and foremost, this is your studio.
Imagine that, yo.
Like, this is where you come through every single day, yo.
Yeah.
I love it.
You
I love
love
the vibe, and I see that's why I call it Vibes. This is dope.
This is dope. Yeah, thank you so much. Nick Ndeda, of course, who's one of the hosts for Kenyan Bake Off.
Yes,
the great
indeed.
Kenyan Bake Off.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. But, Nick, what do you know about lions?
About lions, well, being a cat owner, and I know.
Oh, high five! I'm also a cat owner.
That's what's up.
What's your cat's name?
So that one of them is Ziggy, the other is Ginger, the other is Joey, the other is Clover. There are four. So I guess you know that you
don't
know.
Have Kenyan names, Karanja.
But why?
Mo.
No, the cats give. Oh, our cats, they give me the names.
Okay.
I never named them.
Okay.
Like, it just came through. I could see in the eyes, and I was like, okay, yeah, I see. I'm like, Clover. He was called Clover because he came through like a 4-leaf clover. Nothing but luck.
All right.
Nothing but good luck.
So you know a bit about cats, but do you know about lions?
Lions are just bigger versions of cats, really.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so. You know a cat, you know a lion. I don't know them personally, though.
So there's something called MVP report, which happens in the previous hour, where I have all my reporters in different parts of the nation.
Okay.
And they tell me stories. And there's a guy who's called here and said a story from Savo.
Right.
A lion was on the railway. Ilikuwa imelala.
Just chilling.
It was in pain. And so this guy in the Savo was walking home, and then he saw this lion. And then he saw that there was a thorn on his paw.
No way.
He went and removed the paw, the thorn. And then apparently, the next day, the lion came to that guy's house.
Right.
With a gazelle.
With a gazelle and just
For
dropped
him.
it like, this is for you.
Thank you.
I'm telling you.
It was rah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Do you believe that story?
I believe until the part of the gazelle. Because once he took out that thorn, he was slapped and he was unconscious, woke up and he said, that's what happened.
Yo, let me tell you something. This is Vibes Radio. We're all about the lion order. Wagwan. So I'm going to be talking to Nick Ndeda, who's one of the hosts for Great Kenyan Bake Off. Ona tujua tu kubake ni mandazi wewe. Wacha umandazi atakuja kuambia story bana.
Catch the vibes on air and online.
Oh my God, I'm so grateful that you're here. You're probably about to have breakfast. Lakini swali ni, have you watched the Great Kenyan Bake Off? Yes, we got Nick Ndeda. Hey. Ndeda.
I had a whole fight with a bunch of people from another TV station last night because they kept calling me Ndenda. I'm like, it's not that hard to say Ndeda.
Hey, okay.
Ndeda.
Okay. I'm just going to call you Nick.
Nick is great. Yes,
Nick,
exactly.
Wagwan.
Wagwan. Now that's a response, is it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can say Wagwan. Wagwan is what's going on. Wagwan.
Okay. Wagwan.
Yeah. All right. And Nick didn't come by himself. We got June. June, how you doing?
Yo, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. June,
I'm here wagwaning to myself.
Maze umenikasirisha June. Why didn't you come into the studio so we can bonga?
Mimi niliambiwa tunajaribu hii kitu kwa mtandao, and I was ready, man. I'm like, I paid for my Wi-Fi. I was ready, yo. And then like, no, our president opened up this country, and then now people think things must happen physically. I'm confused.
Yes. Hey, listen, a good conversation. But thank you so much, June Gachui, who's also a host of Great Kenyan Bake Off. So I got both hosts. Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to be talking about Great Kenyan Bake Off with a very, very dry mouth, no cakes inside my mouth. Let's just start things off. Have guys already auditioned?
Yes, there was an application process that was put out earlier on in the year, and so guys sent in their stuff. They were selected through a it's a very grueling process. Like, for you to end up being among the 12 of those amateur bakers, you have to really bring it. And they got 12 contestants who really brought it.
Who are going to be competing on the show.
Yep.
This show is starting on Monday on KTN. For those of you who are watching this, like, Great Kenyan Bake Off Nini. June, take it away. What is Great Kenyan Bake Off?
Great Kenyan Bake Off is our attempt to inspire this nation of Kenya to bake. You know, we're not actually bakers. I think when people think about things that are made with unga, literally they think of daos, but daos are are fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think of chapos. Chapos are not baked.
Yeah.
You know, and all we know how to do is make those cream cakes. Those are probably the only things and bread, you know. So this was one of those. Ni kweli bana, ni kweli. So we decided it's about time. The producers were like, no man, let's try and make sure, you know, people at least have some other skills.
Yeah.
And honestly, during this COVID time, you can imagine it's been a perfect thing to do to try and get people to, you know, like apply other skills, learn other skills.
Yeah.
So that's what the show is about. It's about showcasing the talent that we have in Kenya. And all of these people come from such different backgrounds. They are lawyers. They are, you know, flight attendants. There are, you know, finance people. There's so many people who have regular jobs. Rugby players. Oh my God.
Who are baking?
Players.
Yeah.
But of course.
Wow.
But of course.
Wow.
And me, my most fun part was like that they are guys as well as chicks. So it's a beautiful thing to see. That's all I'm going to say.
That's what I wanted to ask. Is it going to be both men and women? But you've answered that question. I remember last we've been running ads, you know, talking about, you know, how the competition, you know, the judging is going to be serious. Can we talk a bit about the judges? Who are the judges?
So the judges for the Great Kenyan Bake Off, there's Chef Kiran Jetwa, as well as Myra Ndungu, and like two very, very different personalities, but they work so well together because Kiran is all about precision. He's all about perfection. Like he wants things done to the T.
Yeah.
And I get it. I understand that kind of vibe because I like to see when you have a passion for something, because he has a passion for this stuff. So he just wants the best out of people. It intimidates a couple of contestants. Sometimes it even intimidates me.
Wow.
But yeah, I get where he's coming from. It's so great.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, he's the one who eats.
June.
Yes.
Unajua saa zingine you can find, you know, these Kenyans, sometimes you can ask someone to bake your cake. It happened to me the other day. Alafu mazek, this was a fresh cake. The cake came and the nini inaitwaje, the cream. Cream ingine hiyo icing maze ilibidi nikuje na so nafanya hapo kando, you know,
liquid.
It was hiyo kitu kwa liquid maze hiyo. Even fire wasn't burning through it. So in terms of creativity, you know, we see like when you look at maybe the UK, the US, when you look internationally, baking is almost like an art.
Yeah.
No, not almost. It is a science and an art. So it's a perfect balance between science, because if you get your ingredient quantities wrong, that's it, right? But then also you also have to think, because people eat with their eyes. The thing that appeals to you when you look at a cake, even if you haven't tasted it yet, how beautiful it looks, how nice that pie looks, is the first thing we do. We react with our senses, our sight first, and then our taste buds come into the picture later. So it's a perfect mix between science and art.
Oh my God! I cannot wait! Yani, even just the way you're talking, I'm salivating. I'm salivating. Shout out to Edward Nyaro, who's saying best combo of hosts is Nick and June.
Woot woot! Shout out to Edward.
Yay! What's up, Edward?
You guys, man, we've spoken about cake so much now. I'm tempted to order a cake in, y'all.
Catch the vibes on air and online.
An MVP and you're loving the vibes, and let me hear you say ra ra
Ra, ra,
ra. Yes, that's how we do it. I'm speaking to June Gachui and Nick Ndeda.
Yay!
From the Great Kenyan Bake Off. They're the hosts. And there's this question, of course, I asked Nick while we were off air. June, maze, me if I host a show like that, maze, itabidi ni wanipatie paka subscription ya gym.
You see, these shows we are a family. Let me start there.
Yeah.
You know, so when these contestants, when they bake for the family.
Yeah.
Kuna watu wa crew, kuna cameramen, kuna sisi.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I just eat almost everything. Wacha tu nikwambie, huyu Kiran, huyu Chef Kiran, anakula for 4 people.
Anakula zote.
And he says he's tasting it. Anasema he has to eat so he can judge.
Oh,
so
wow.
Sometimes Nick and I just sit there looking, wondering, is there going to be anything left for us to eat? But the guy is dedicated to his job, so he eats until he's sure how to judge the bake, you know?
Oh wow! Let me ask you guys a question. You know, Great Bake Off, or rather the Bake Off, the Great Kenyan Bake Off, is off of a competition that's, global,
yes,
right?
from the Great British Bake Off. So this is the Kenyan version of it. It's still from the same licensing company that does it. So it's part of the entire franchise of the Great British Bake Off, because it's in other countries. This is now Kenya's turn.
Which brings me to my
it's the
question.
second country in Africa.
Oh, which is the first one?
South Africa was first.
South Africa was the first, but the first in East and Central Africa.
Nice. Now, one of those things, baking really a Kenyan thing? The reason I'm asking this, is, when you look at the UK Bake Off, right? These guys have been baking sijui, pies and all sorts of things from, the time of the first queen and the first king, King Henry, the zeroth. I just said the zeroth. So, but when you think about the Kenyan context, have we been baking?
I think we have been baking a little bit, and the coolest thing about the Great Kenyan Bake Off is now it's inspiring more people to want to bake, because when you realize that with this unga and just a couple of things here and there, I can be able to create something so magnificent. We see cakes, pastries on TV, in magazines, and we think that maybe we can't make them.
Yeah.
But now when you see ordinary Kenyans in the show, and they're given that challenge and they execute it, it just makes you want to do it for yourself.
June, in terms of, bringing some Kenyan flavor into it, I know that, back to my question, sisi wakisi, when we used to bake back in the day, tulikuwa tunachukua... Yo, wait, don't be like laughing at us. Guys have been on this thing, us.
But why are you not in the show, Kwambok? Why are you not in the show?
For us guys, we used to bake mandizi. You see, you take the banana, you put it under the ground, okay? That's baking. That was our style, Do we have, Kenyan infused flavors? And because like if you talk to me about your pumpkin pie, I'm just like, oh my God, is that the UK? For sure. But like when you talk to me about matoke pie, I'm like, hey, abantobami intogaki. So are we seeing some Kenyan flavors in this bake-off?
Look, let me put it this way, because I also don't want to tell you everything. I want people to watch the show, right? So what I can share is like an experience from like season 1, okay?
Yeah.
Where one of the challenges that the bakers had to go through is making an ugali cake, right?
Huh?
So we were an ugali cake, a cake made out of unga ya ugali, basically.
Yani anaweka sukari kwa unga ya ugali?
Yani, that thing, people ate it. In fact, the first time they tasted it, they didn't believe this thing was made out of unga ya ugali. So to answer your question, they certainly attempt to make sure that some of our Kenyanness shines through. And you say at the end of the day, these are skills, these are things that happen everywhere in the world, as you rightly say, but we are certainly making a point of showing and showcasing our Kenyan flavor, our Kenyan spices, things like that.
Yeah.
So I think that it's bringing together, and this is only season 2. God willing, there'll be a season 3, 4, 5. And Kenyans by then, that time matoke pie, I'm even on it. I've written a note here. I'm going to go and try. I'm going to attempt, and we'll call it the Kwambok.
That's what's up. I'm so excited to watch the Great Kenyan Bake Off. When does it start?
Starts on Monday, October 5th, 8 in the PM, and there will be repeats on Sunday at 4 PM.
Wow. I can't wait, man. But the problem with watching such shows, kwanza 8 PM Monday, nimekaa hapo 5th October.
Yes.
Nilishamaliza mshande 4th. So nimekaa hapo kwa nyumba. Nakumbuka nakula ugali yangu hapo, nasema guys, si wangenileta ile ugali cake.
What is it to do is help you go and buy ingredients and try it yourself.
You guys, you want me to have a constipation in the house. What is the target audience for this show?
This is everyone. This is a family show. The kids, in fact, it's so cool that I've been hearing a lot of stuff from kids saying, the parents saying that the kids are also very excited about the Great Kenyan Bake Off. Some parents have had their kids tell them, yo, mommy, I want you to bake something for us like we see on the TV. So the kids are in on it, the parents are in on it, everyone. It's great fun for everyone.
So you're giving parents pressure now.
Yes, why not?
I love it.
Because listen, parents are wondering what to do with their kids, right? Especially now.
Yeah.
So going to buy a couple of pieces of equipment, it's perfect. It keeps them occupied. They use their hands. they're off their gadgets all their time. So
Yeah.
it's perfect. And then the beautiful part about all of it is the process is great. They can work together, and then they get to eat and stuff, man.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's going to be exciting. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. Before I let you go, you got to give me at least... Yes, I want a spoiler.
A spoiler.
Yeah, I want, you can come on my show here and talk about something fantastic and then but a spoiler.
This is what I can tell you. You will be blown away by the stuff you will see the guys do.
Nick, you...
By the stuff you see the guys do.
Tani afadhali unipatia tu spoiler ya gari. June, give me a spoiler.
I agree with Nick. What I can tell you that Nick has not said is that we have a beautiful country.
Yeah.
The location is amazing.
Oh yeah.
It looks like something out of a movie.
Okay.
I can tell you that we have very creative and very animated people who are our wonderful Kenyans who are sharing a little bit about themselves through their bakes. And I can tell you that the dynamic between Chef Myra or Judge Myra and Chef Kiran is going to be interesting this year. Let me put it that way.
All right.
So who the good judge is, who the bad judge is.
I can already start guessing.
And me and Nick.
Yeah.
I think the biggest spoiler here is that we are really dope.
Oh, wow. All right, so on that note, now that...
in season 1, we are better in season 2.
This is true. Oh my God. Yes, June. Yes.
Mmenibeba ka gari moja na front spoiler, mwingine na back spoiler. Sawa tu, sawa. Thank you so much for coming through. And of course, this is brought to you by Unga Limited.
Yes.
I'm so excited. In fact, I just urge you, kama umesikia hiyo story, enda tu nunue paketi ya unga. Alafu uende tu kaembelea TV yako 5th October. That's the next Monday on KTN. You get to watch the Great Kenyan Bake Off, and not just watch, you can also attempt to make that those baking.
Yes.
Those pastries. The baking.
5, all of it.
June. Did you hear me say the bakings?
The bakings. We call them the bakes. You're not that far off.
Yeah, it's close.
That far. See,
I love
the
it.
The lingo is going to become part of our national language. You understand?
Yeah,
So
man.
maybe Kenyans should just call it the bakings. It's okay.
The bakings. Wait. All right. Thank you so much, June, for coming through. Nick?
You're welcome.
We're going to dance. And June, wherever you are, you have to dance. Sawa? And you send us that video on hashtag Kwambokes on Vibes. Let's get back into the music. UB40.
Catch the vibes on air and online.